Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, boot up your computer, and grab your RAM. It's time for the PC Mac SmackDown with your hosts Cal David and Bo Smithback.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode number 20, special edition of the PC Mac SmackDown. I'm your host Cal David from Random Reality Multimedia, and live via Skype is the man who needs no introduction, thank God. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bo Smithback from Envision IT.
Your introductions are getting weaker and weaker each time we do this.
Well,
I used to be the hero, the amazing, now I'm the guy that no one likes.
It's more about a reality, really, Bo. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 20. We're trying something different for this 20th episode. And I do mean different, and it's kind of an experiment. We are actually doing our first attempt at a pseudo video podcast. And let me explain. What it is Bo's image, albeit it's hard to look at, I know, is on the left-hand side of my screen. Yes, there. Yeah, wave to all the kitties. And I am capturing my face in my video in the right-hand side of my screen, doing a screen capture as we're doing the audio. So I can't guarantee this is going to work. I'm trying this for the first time, but we thought it'd be fun. And what we'll do is we'll do the audio podcast first. I'll throw that up there as soon as I get the video edited. We'll have that all done. But as usual, we have to remind you that the PC Mac SmackDown is brought to you by Random Reality Multimedia on the web at random-reality.net and Envision IT, nvsn-it.com. So, Bo, how you been, man?
I have been pretty well. How about you, Calvin? I haven't talked to you in a while. I have talked to you in a while.
Yes, you have. And we have to apologize again. I know we're 2 weeks late with this. And Bo's been crazy with work. I've had a daughter go to the ER, and she just caught her finger. Yeah, I know.
She's better.
She's better. She was better the same day. You kidding me? 2-year-olds bounce like crazy. But she got her finger caught in the car door, so yeah, she's fine. But she's a very accident-prone kid, which I hear that second.
She's your daughter.
Yeah. Oh. You know, I'm actually not going to rebut that because I am kind of a klutz, actually. Welcome, everybody. Today's episode is going to be about Leopard and the Safari announcement. And notice we didn't say iPhone, which I'm sure we're going to say iPhone a few times here, but we thought we'd give you a break with all the iPhone hype and just talk about Leopard and talk about a few other things. But before we do that, let's look at the voting. Let's look at the voting.
I don't think that's necessary.
Oh, I think it's a wonderful thing. Let's talk. We have 3 things to report now, don't we, with the voting? We actually have the usual voting as far as who won episode 19, and it looks like, I
forgot to start my voting network last night.
Apparently you did, because I beat you 42-28. Ouch.
Oh, that's not as bad. I usually do worse without all of the fake votes that I cast from around the world.
You heard that here, folks. So that means I'm going to have to filter out like everything minus 20 or something
right.
Next episode. And let's also talk about the other 2 polls that we just did. One of the polls was, did you, before that episode, at episode 19, had you heard of Jeff Hahn before? And it looks like... yeah, you owe me $5.
What, 6 people out there?
No, 12.
12.
And Bo challenged me if more than 3 people have heard of Jeff Hahn, that he'd give me $5. And I bet him for the next poll that if more than 20 people say that Microsoft page, the Microsoft.com, was the best example of a page out there, I'd give him that $5 back, and only 12 did, and 17 people didn't. So, looks like you get to take me out to lunch. Wouldn't that be great?
You know, I'm surprised the 12 people actually liked my Microsoft's website. I actually consider myself the winner at this one.
Well, you can consider yourself that, but guess what? You still owe me $5.
I owe you a lot.
We'll do some buffet. We'll do some buffet work. But we do encourage everybody to get involved with the SmackDown, and we encourage you to vote. Just go to PCMaxSmackDown.com, click the vote button, cast your vote for who you thought won each argument. We also welcome your comments, so smack us back. We love it when you smack us back. To smack us back at PCMaxSmackDown.com. The forums have been great. The forums have been really rocking. Some requests on the forum about, more requests about Linux. We're getting there. I think we're going to do like a small Linux section portion of the show, like every other show. I think that's going to be how we're going to handle that. But we do invite you to be on the forums. Go to the SmackDown page, hit the vote button. On that vote page, there's a small little forum button, and we invite you to get involved with the SmackDown. Before we get to the SmackDown tonight, a short little announcement is the Gadget Garage podcast. Our new one is almost finished. In fact, I just put the finishing touches on it earlier this evening, and you can already go to the page now. The blog is already up at gadget-garage.com, and that's where you can subscribe. That's where you can do it's a video podcast with a cast of characters. The three characters, Dr. Bear, Brother Willie, and the beautiful and the always lovely Gadget Girl, teach you how to make your own gadgets. And on the first episode, you're laughing, Bo. You're laughing already, and that's a good sign because it's a funny show.
I am. I just filled up the website.
You like?
I do. Who designed it?
It's WordPress.
Oh, hell, I don't do that.
He doesn't do Macs. He doesn't do WordPress.
I don't have time for blogging.
That's true. You don't have time for blogging, as I know.
So now that I've isolated 90% of the listeners, let's move forward.
Moving on. But yeah, we do encourage you to see that as soon as it's up, and I will post a link on the SmackDown page when it's up. It's going to be really fun. Our first episode is how to make a pair of speakers. So it should be fun.
Huh.
So tonight we are smacking down on Leopard and Safari and all the great things that came out of the WWDC conference. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, bring on the SmackDown.